Hey everybody, I wanted to bring you another StarCraft 2 video. I know it's been a super long time since I've done that. Anyways, this is a game that I just played some PvP, and I'm really impressed with some of the calls I made, and my micro's reasonably good. The other player may or may not have made some really good choices. We'll get into that as we approach them. So anyways, we're going to just speed up the beginning phase here. Pretty simple. It's just going to be, pretty much you can see our worker production is very similar. Just a little bit of timing difference. He is slightly ahead, but that's not going to be the end of the world, as that was probably mainly my split. My pylon, though, being ahead will definitely help me over him a little bit. There you go, look, I'm suddenly ahead again. Interestingly enough, though, he chooses to place his pylon on the low ground, which is interesting. As you notice, I scouted a lot, just making sure that there wasn't going to be any 2-gate proxy in my immediate vicinity. And the other nice thing with Protoss is, well, you hear the things build, so you know that, you kind of know that they're not doing cannon rushing if you don't hear them building. Anyways, he's building down here, and I clicked on this when I went by to make sure it wasn't forge, because if it was a forge, that would mean a fast expand, but just a gateway doesn't signal a fast expand. But I think he's trying to metagame me here. I think he's trying to kind of, say like, oh, I'm going to build a wall, make it look like I'm ready to expand, so maybe he'll take some risk and be a little more aggressive. As you can see, he's getting a zealot. I'm skipping my first zealot completely because I want to get a faster robotics bay. I decided to go for robotics. Gonna get my gas just probably one tiny bit earlier than I meant to, but that's okay. Barely delays my robotics. That's not really the end of the world. And of course, the first thing I'm going to go for now is a stalker, because I will need something to be able to defend my base. And as you can see, he's finally getting his stalker out, and he's just doing pure gateways at the moment. As you can see, the second gateway is already on the way. And interestingly enough, his warp gate, his warp gate is definitely ahead of mine. I thought it wasn't for a second, but it's definitely ahead. He's going to push out with a stalker and a zealot, and it's a good thing my poor stalker didn't get stuck out there, but he chose to wait at the watchtower, so he definitely could have been a little more aggressive poking around. He might have been able to get something good off of me. If we look at the income tab, you can see harvester count, though. I'm definitely in the lead, so he's definitely forgotten about his macro. That's definitely a mistake. He does not have enough. You need at least 24, was it? It's been so long since I played. 24 or 27 is kind of the optimal number. If I remember correctly, I'm not too certain. Anyways, I found his units there, and so the first thing I did was run back here and make sure that I have a sentry. My mortal did come out, so I get, look at how much damage that does. It was like 3 hits and that stalker almost died. That was awesome. So the first thing I'm going to do is warp in more sentries, because, well, this one, as you can see, doesn't have the energy required to force field, which is very risky. I do look at this micro though, I let 1 or 2 units up there, and I make sure I micro back my units so they're not taking too much damage from the low ground. Now right here, not the best micro on either of these. I'm really not sure. Hold on, let's review that and see why that one immortal took so much damage. Oh my god, did I make him attack my own immortal? No way. What? I'm so confused. I'm attacking my own immortal. Oh my god. No wonder why it almost died. Yeah, it wasn't taking much damage until I told my own units to attack it. Brutal mistake there, but as you can see now, microing the immortals in the back because of that zealot. I don't want them to accidentally be able to pick off a free immortal. That would have sucked immensely. As you can see with the harvester count, I'm definitely still staying ahead, and right now my tech options are better as he still has not gone any new tech. Oh man, his macro with the, he doesn't have second gas. That's really disappointing. I'm really disappointed in this player, considering that we're both in gold, if I remember correctly, but oh well. As you can notice here, now I'm going to split up my units. I'm going to put the stalkers here so they can easily attack units on the low ground, and then I'm going to let my immortals kind of hold the front line, the wall. They're nice big beefy units, which don't die fast if you don't make your entire army attack them. Wow, that was embarrassing. I thought I was attacking the zealot, probably is what happened. So he pokes here, and notice I don't even expend a force field because I had a feeling he would push away. And it doesn't matter, if I trap 1 or 2 units on the high ground and he gets vision, I just pull my entire army back, and then I'm able to attack him, those couple of units, without my units being under assault. Notice I also brought this because I wasn't sure if he was going to go with any form of blink stalker play, so that's why I decided to get an observer at this point. Might have been too late anyways, but that's okay. I get out the observer just to make sure he doesn't have his own. And right now I'm going to poke out because, well, 1, I've got a big army, and 2, there's a good chance that he's probably trying to contain me in my base to expand, which he obviously isn't doing, but that's what was going through my mind at the time. Now I'm pushing out and I'm getting some free pylons, and my army is significantly larger than his. As you can see, both of us not doing a perfect job with our macro, but I decided, okay, good time to start teching up the Colossi. I don't know what he's doing. I don't want to fall behind, even though I'm still going to push out and kill him, or at least attempt to hurt him massively. I want to make sure... Whoa, that was bad. I didn't notice my army split up like that. So funny. Wow, weird. Anyways, yeah, you don't want to fall behind on the Colossi race, because usually that's what PvP ends up being, is just, who can get more Colossus. It doesn't always go that way, but that's how it goes a lot of the times. So, as you can see, did I never even end up getting their weapons won? But yet, anyways, let's watch the battle. So first thing I'm going to do is clear out these rocks, because I know he has sentries up there, and I know there's no point trying to use a tiny ramp. This way, he's going to have to expel a lot of sentry energy if he has any chance of being able to block off that ramp. And notice repositioning my units, putting the Immortals and Zealots in the front. Of course, that one poor Stalker. And there we go. Going to block off the majority of his army from being in the range of my ranged units. And then notice how I choked off the majority of those Zealots. Most of those Zealots weren't able to attack at a time. And a bit of repositioning. Now right here, notice micro that Zealot, or that Immortal back. That's very important. Of course, now he's not attacking, but oh well. And now I'm just hoping that I have enough units to outpower him, because Immortals are really powerful for Stalkers. Right now I'm not even microing. And there I realized, okay, it's a good time to pull back, because I've almost got a cooldown cycle on the Warp Gates, put in some Zealots to be meat shields, and go push back in almost immediately after. Of course, spend a little bit of time to put up 4 chrono boosts on there. As you can see in his base, his harvest count's finally up to where it needs to be, but really not a great thing for this late in the game. And of course I brought my Observer just in case, because I have it. And there's the GG. So I was pretty proud of myself. I definitely used a few really good decision calls, such as not assuming that he's going to fast expand, if that was what he was trying to tell me by doing that. My hold of the ramp was pretty good, other than the fact that I attacked my own... Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Attacked my own Immortal. Wow. And then some reasonable micro there. I probably could have microed near the end a little bit better, but I kind of gave up in terms of just saying I'm pretty sure my army's good enough to beat his, because I've got way more Immortals and Stalkers are weak against Mortals. But, had to micro a little bit back at the end there, but that was okay. But yeah, just could have had that pylon down sooner is the main reason that I could have helped that to reinforce a little bit faster. And even got a Colossi started, so... yeah, I hope you guys were able to learn a little bit from that game, or at least enjoy it the same amount that I enjoyed winning.